Hey, Jonathan from Buffalo Modular, and behind me is the Emily plan, which actually a lot of people ask about. It's a nice small ranch home, 2 bedroom, 2 bath home, and the house was just set earlier today, and so thought I'd do a walkthrough with you guys. So this house sits just over 1,300 square feet. It's a ranch home, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, utility room space. It sits on a full basement. It's a 512 pitch on this roof. And you can see off to the side here, there's going to be a garage in the near future. And then on the front, there's going to be a front porch. It'll actually look very much like the rendering. Well, the porch portion will look like the rendering. I think the rendering doesn't actually have a garage on it. But the owner went with black shingles, onyx black shingles, and then the black exterior package for soffit and fascia, and black exterior door and all of the trim around here and the black exterior windows and all of that, but then went with the straightforward white horizontal lap siding. So it looks really, really nice. I like the way that this is turning out. Let's go inside. I got to kind of jump through the garage here, so give me a second. Okay, so we are standing in the side entrance. Here's our garage off the side, and we enter into this utility room space. And so as is normal, this homeowner made some modifications to the plan, like just about every single person does. Not overly dramatic modifications, but modifications. One of the big ones that they did here that alters the floor plan is they added basement stairs. If you notice on the initial floor plan, there's not really actually any basement stair layout on the plan. So we added that in, and so you'll be able to see how that kind of plays out. So we have this closet off the side. They went with the black hardware and 2-panel doors. They did solid doors, which you're never gonna be able to tell from the from a video, but, well, maybe, I don't know. Does that sound solid? I don't know. But they went with solid doors in here. They have the washer dryer space, and then they put a pocket door off the side here. I think this is a great move. A pocket door off the side for the bathroom, and then another door here for this other bedroom. So this becomes the hall bath. And so, you know what? Let's walk through this way, actually. So pretty standard vanity size here. You can obviously get a little smaller, but nothing overly huge or anything like that. Toilet space here, tub shower surround with the black plumbing fixtures. Just put a curtain in there later on. And then carpeted bedroom, double door for the closet in here. The 2 windows, again, they try to keep that similar look to the Emily from the rendering. So there's 2 windows in both bedrooms that sit on the front of the house. It's actually not very many windows in this house, interestingly enough. So there's these 2, there's the 2 in the other bedroom. There's 2 that flank either side of the front door, and then there's the window over the kitchen sink, and that's actually it. So we come back through this way. Here's our utility room space. You notice that kind of entranceway space there. There's no actual door on there. Could have done a door there. I think they just thought it'd probably just sit open all the time, so why bother even doing that? And then we have a sliding glass door overlooking this cornfield and the hills. It looks really nice out there. Man, got a good view from this house. And then here's kind of how this living room sort of space plays out. Living room, kitchen, dining room sort of space. Again, 1,300 square feet. And so they went with the quarter light Pembroke door. I really like those sorts of designs. I think they look really, really nice. And they went with a ceiling fan in all 3 of these spaces, in the 2 bedrooms and then in also the living room as well. So they'll be able to just kind of open this up, obviously put the screens in, but open it up and get some nice cross breeze through here, which will be really, really nice. They went with a sheet vinyl floor in most of the space other than the bedrooms. So you can see it best over here. Here we go. So it looks just kind of like a plank flooring, like a luxury plank flooring. But right here is where you're going to see the biggest differentiation in it from a look standpoint, because there's going to be a seam in here. It's around here somewhere. The cap piece for that'll go across there to kind of bridge that gap. But what's nice with that is that the flooring was able to be installed in advance from the factory completely in this house. So they've got a seam in where it hits the center line. So for the carpet in the bedrooms, right where it hits the door, and then right here, and they're done. The flooring's all done, which is nice. They went with an 8-foot ceiling, and kept things relatively simple, which is kind of nice. Fridge over here, range over here, sink, and then dishwasher space. Didn't do anything overly outlandish in the island or anything like that, and kept things pretty simple, which looks good. But they do have the eat-in kitchen. You can see the overhang here. Typical overhang is going to be 12 inches for something like that, if that's something you want to do. So just keep that in mind. Could have done a higher cabinet. Well, not a higher cabinet, but a taller cabinet, I should say. This was a little bit more of an economical choice, but it also, what's nice with it is you can actually reach all the way up here. So I'm just about 6 foot, and this is a good height for me. The homeowner is much shorter than I am, so even that'll be hard to reach. So what's the point in carrying the cabinets all the way to the ceiling like that? Here's our stairs to the basement. This is what we added into this house, and you can notice because of the size of it, we actually have to turn the corner. It's not enough space for a straight run down. And then we come into the master, which feels very much like the other bedroom because that one is also an ensuite, which is nice. And then we come in through here, and here's our bathroom. Double vanity in here, and then a nice linen cabinet in here. And then, if this door doesn't shut on me and make it too dark in here, you can see the tile shower that's been done from the factory. There's a hex tile on the floor, and then these 12 by 24 tiles on the wall. And you've got a rainfall shower head, more of a traditional shower heads on the wall there, and then also the wand, plus the wall niche for your shampoo and all that kind of stuff. And then you also have this sliding barn door on here, which looks really good. And then a pocket door into the master closet. Hey, hope this is helpful to you as you're considering your building project and thinking about the Emily home potentially, or thinking about a small ranch home and maybe like something else. Or maybe you're looking at something totally different and you're just wondering, hey, how much of the house is completed upon arrival? So when Buffalo Modular gives me a price on a house and they say, hey, here's the price of the house, what's done in this house? Is it just open studs, or what's happening here? You can see behind me, the majority of the house has been finished in advance from the factory. Now, there's still some things that need to get done for sure, and there's some QC things that will come back through and sprinkle through and finish out. And then you got to connect the utilities and these sorts of things. So there's still work to be done, but you can see you complete a whole lot of work in a single day. The guys are already gone for the day. It's not even the end of the work day, and they're already done, completely gone and left for the day. So hope this is helpful to you as you're thinking about your building project, thinking about whether modular might be a good route for you or not, wondering how much can be done from the factory or not. Keep in mind, you can strip things back as well if you'd like to. So for example, if you said, hey, I want to do my own countertops, or I want to do my own cabinets, or my own flooring, or my own showers, whatever the case may be, those are all things that are a potential possibility to you to strip out and to say, hey, I'm going to do my own thing on site, whether it's because you want to do the work yourself, or maybe you got a family friend that's going to do it for you, or you got some extra materials that you want to use. Whatever the case may be, those are all potential possibilities to you. We just need to work through it together. So reach out to us about your building project.